Hello everyone, welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave and today we'll be taking a look at AstroLogister's Even Token Druid. An archetype we haven't played before and something that I don't think I've ever seen before, Even Token Druid. I thought I'd take a look at this because it looks super interesting. For those of you who aren't familiar, Even Druid means that we're playing again Grey Main, which is going to make our hero power cost 1. For Druid, what that means is, presumably, because like I said, we haven't played this, presumably it's going to give us a little bit of extra control in the early game. It's going to make trading into those 1 toughness minions a bit easier, so this could give us a better matchup against, say, Odd Paladin or Zoo Warlock. But it'll be interesting to see how that plays into things later in the game, once our hero power gets a lot more useless. Token Druid, what that means is we're going to be trying to create a multitude of minions, primarily through cards like Violet Teacher and Whispering Woods, and then we're going to use effects to either buff those up or make them a bit more resilient in things like Power of the Wild, Evolving Spores, which is an interesting one, Branching Paths, and Soul of the Forest being those primary ways of getting advantage out of those big wide boards. We've also got some other interesting additions here, like Knife Juggler. I think Knife Juggler into Spreading Plague or Knife Juggler into Whispering Woods is going to be a really strong play in that kind of mid to late game. And other than that, we've got some good late game options here with Lich King, Sea Giants, which also fills that role of like supporting cast the multitude of minions. And Ultimate Infestation to help us get a bit more gas going on. So other than that, there's plenty of other interesting one-offs here, like Tortollan Forager and Wrath and a Skulking Geist, but we're just going to jump into some games and see how we go and learn through that way, which I think is the best for a deck like this that we've just never seen before. So wish us luck.
Lyra. Watch your back.
I must protect the wild.
Up against the Rogue with the Even Token Druid. I think we'll keep the Wrath against the Rogue. Anyone use Amazon coins to buy packs? I myself haven't. I think when I looked into it, it seemed
none will survive.
Slightly frustrating for Australians.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
It is Odd Rogue.
All the wild.
I mean, why didn't my my raid notification go off? That's weird. Maybe I disabled it or something. So, I don't know how I should feel about this matchup. We haven't drawn any of the token creation cards. I think one of the more powerful points with like the existing Token Druid archetype is you kind of had access to quite a lot of those mid-rangey glue cards. This is things like Violet Teacher, Ironwood Golem, because you had an extra copy of it in the deck with Oaken Summons, which also just kind of kept you alive.
Beetleberries, my favorite.
Gonna play conservative with the Wrath here.
For the wild.
This deck has a lot of very high value targets with things like Vicious Fledgling and my beautiful Pig Son. So we'll try to really get the highest value targets out of these. Hello to everyone coming over from Ray's stream. The Blister guy himself.
What to do?
What to do indeed.
I wonder.
How do I bait our opponent into doing stuff? Yes. I guess we have to use the wrap now.
For the wild.
So we want our opponent to commit more to get a bigger spreading play, but also we don't just want to leave them with that kind of board. Because taking 7 a turn is still taking 7 a turn. Scalebane definitely one of those threats that we don't particularly want to chuck a spreading plague into. We really do need to cast this sooner rather than later, as every kind of turn that goes by that we have these like evolving spores and solar forest in hand. If our opponent has some combination of Vile Spine or a Silence, we're probably in for some pain this turn.
So many
This
options.
reduced cost hero power is not greatest. Are you gonna leave us with a minion? I guess now. No, they're not. What do we even do here?
What to do?
We can just play a Lich King, hope that they don't have
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
hope that they don't have a Vile Spine or a Silence, which I think it makes perfect sense that they would have.
Well played. I must safeguard the land.
Keeper of the Grove off of
I
this.
can see.
So already kind of seeing a little bit of the awkwardness there, where we kind of do the buff side of things rather than the token side of things, and didn't have a lot of stuff to do outside of that. So we'll queue up for another and see how we go. Okay. I think we'll just keep this wild growth. Though against the hunter, I guess we just gotta hope it's not Odd Hunter. It's been a few weeks since we've hit an
We
Odd
have
Hunter.
turned
Though.
our curse into our strength.
Jimbo De Niro. G'day Tommy, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well too.
For the wild.
We've been bashing some games out with this even token Druid. A nice, interesting one. But yeah, hope you've been doing well as well. Getting over that hump day. I had one of those nights where I bought one of the StarCraft 2 premium arcade maps, which I'd heard about a while ago, but I loaded up StarCraft 2 last night just to play around, played a game of co-op, which was really fun. Started perusing the arcade and saw those premium maps that they released like 2 months ago. Decided to pick one up, and it was really good. It was really enjoyable.
For the wild.
But what did end up happening is I stayed awake until like 3 AM just playing that and watching Lift Your Game, who I love watching. I love watching their Dead by Daylight streams. And yeah, stayed up too late. Woke up this morning, was like, ugh, so just wanted to stay. Oh my gosh. Just wanted to stay asleep forever. Let's get a body out there. Shred some hunter's marks. Oh, and playdeads and trackings. Oh, get out of here. At least that tells us what we're up against. Been there, done that. Yeah, oh my gosh. Back in the day, just playing Infinity custom maps. And loving every bit of it. I wonder who has the better late game here. Presumably them. Maybe? Maybe we have to find like a timing window. Ultimate infestation or something. That's pretty frustrating. Huh. See if next turn we can, like, Whispering Woods, Power of the Wild, or Whispering Woods, Soul of the Forest. Maybe we should just Whispering Woods, Soul of the Forest anyway. Maybe that was a better use of mana. It was freezing. How curious. Okay, we did a thing. But yeah, so I was up until like 3 AM just playing Arcstar. Which is good. It scratched the exact itch that I wanted. Which was, RPG, role base, job fast base. Opponent has gone pretty ham here. Kind of want to save this branching paths for some armor gain or something. So we can go Lich King, Power of the Wild, or we can Ultimate Infestation, one of these. I kind of like the Lich King, Power of the Wild. Then trade these into
Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise.
effects. Just turning all my ghosts into trees, you know. That old chestnut. That's a pretty good one. So, what is our opponent gonna do? We're gonna cube some bears. Devil's Sauce. This has got to be like the most MVP Leok. Alright, so if we Ultimate Infestation, we die to Leroy. So I feel more confident playing the Branching Paths this turn. Then maybe Chain Gang.
I wonder.
How long can this go on?
We have the UI restock.
This go on.
For the wild.
Alright.
Job done.
Feels good. Didn't sleep well myself last night. Hopefully it'll be better tonight for you too. What was keeping you up? Feeling sick or got something on your mind? Well, this needs to die. Arcane Tyrants in here because we
Free me!
play them. It was too hot. Too hot? What kind of temperature are you
Beast will
talking?
not be tamed.
In the game again, yeah. Yeah, we're up there. We've got our one armor return going on. I think this deck would be significantly improved if Malfurion cost 8 instead of 7. Which is a really curious thought. We have this Death and Decay. The main thing is, how do we want to deploy things? We can go Knife Juggler, Knife Juggler, Sea Giant. Death and decay. Attack. Death and decay.
Put this apple on your head.
But if this is explosive, that's obviously really bad. So let's find out. It's not freezing. So let's...
Time waits for no one.
Crush. Was expecting something significantly worse. It's so weird. Like, it was like an out-of-body experience. I was seeing myself having the thought process of like, it could be explosive trap. Let's put a bunch of pieces on board.
I concede.
But never punished. It's okay. Got one on the board.
Lunara!
Okay.
Vishnu Allah.
Druid mirror.
I must protect the
Would you say the Druid DK, the Druid Death Knight cost makes you malfurious? Definitely yes. I don't think Wrath is going to be good against any Druid deck. Win streak bonus star, interesting. Oh, you just got your first win streak star. Congratulations, must be smashing it then. Yeah, like it's just like a weird part. Can't really see, but just where your kind of ribcage starts to separate.
For the wild. Happy midsummer.
I always feel like I have to have something on there, and like when it's cold or normal, it's fine because you have a blanket on, it covers it. When it's hot, like a sheet, it's just nothing. Wild growth.
For the wild.
See if we can bait out a swipe with like Chain Gang or one of these Violet Teachers. Oh.
For the wild.
Hold this coin to go with the Violet Teachers. I think. Yeah, I think the concept of the like win streak bonus is wow, double armor. They're gonna try and fatigue us.
Pay attention, class.
That'll be interesting. Well.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn.
Instruction begins.
I am ready to learn.
Job's done.
I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
If they have the Spreading Plague, then we have this Power of the Wild, which is okay. Hopefully we can pick up another buff. But they have the Swipe. They have both Swipes. Both Swipes. They might have Primordial Drake, but no, they didn't have
For the
it.
wild.
It's probably a fine
Job's
play.
done.
They have it this turn though. They don't. Yeah, but we'll probably have it next turn. So hopefully we can. Come on, Soul of the Forest off the top. Swipe up. That's pretty good. I think we'll go with... Do we trade in 3 here?
I wonder.
Go Chain Gang, Sea Giant. Hope that they naturalize this. Use some removal on this so that our Lich King has a better chance
How
of
long
surviving.
can this go on? How long can this go on?
Do this. Sneak a hero power.
For the wild.
Wisp sounds so satisfying. Kind of? I don't know. I feel like if you've ever had to like deal with having an actual wisp, like a 0-1 wisp in play, you're just like, this thing. Oh, it reminds me of Warcraft 3 days. Yeah.
Warriors of the frozen wastes. Rise. For the wild. Free me!
They've got a Drake for this board. I think we're fine with that because we can get them back with our own Spreading Plague. Frostmourne. Frostmourne's pretty good. We're not exactly at the highest life total, but we might be able to get some good targets. Just the 1+1 attack. So this is... Moonifier. Interesting.
What to do?
Put this apple on your head.
Time waits for no one.
So hopefully these jugglers can stay alive. Should I be using the overlay? I read some so I can record your replays? Yeah, so I use the Innkeeper overlay, which gives you a deck tracker as well, helps record those results. There's a bunch of other alternatives. I think HS Replays also offers a kind of similar feature.
For the wild.
components heaps deeper in this. Innkeeper overlay, yeah, if you just have a search for like Hearthstone Innkeeper, you should get a result there. It's just a little program that you download. I'd recommend it. It maybe doesn't have as many features as a bunch of the other deck trackers and stuff, but if all you want is just a nice deck tracker and a little like helpful collection manager, it also importantly it interfaces with Hearthstone. So it'll actually look at your collection, and then whenever you look through decks on Hearthstone, if there's a deck that you can craft, or can't craft, or you're so much dust off of making, it'll actually tell you. That's pretty good.
For the wild.
Well, hopefully we don't burn. We want to burn a Wrath. We don't want to burn Branching Paths or Soul of the Forest.
We be taking this now. His kobold way.
That's pretty bad. Pretty bad for us. Unsure how we're gonna get out of this one. I totally forgot about Togwaggle. I was thinking this might have been more of a taunt druid, but we guessed wrong.
What to do?
Beetleberries, my favorite.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
We might have a shot if we can get like a sweet evolving spores off. Like they've already used both naturalizers. They could have a... We had a spellstone and they've used a spellstone, I think. So hopefully they don't have much other removal. The other rat.
Essence.
What to do? How long can this go on? How long can this go on? for the wild.
Not the adapt.
Time waits for no one.
Wind Fury or something there.
Your soul is in my hands.
Can't play any of those, unfortunately. I don't think we're cutting through on this one. Give our opponent the well played.
I concede.
Our play could have been better. We should have recognised that it was top level Druid and done our best to play around that. But these things happen. Okay, we are back here with the deck AstroLogister's Even Token Druid, and we played some games. I'm not too sure how I feel about the list. Whilst I do like the idea of getting more cards like Evolving Spores into the Token Druid archetype, unfortunately the thing that we have to ask ourselves is, what does being Even Token Druid mean? Like, what are the pros? What are the cons? Cons, miss out on some great cards like Nourish. A lot of the great spells like Jasper Spellstone are these kind of cards that all synergize pretty well together. So we lose a lot of that. And what do we gain out of it? Well, we gain a 1-mana hero power, which unfortunately just doesn't seem to be pulling its weight. At least not in the current meta. I could have seen this in previous metas where there were a lot more 1 toughness minions. People were trying to be a lot more low to the ground to try and go under decks, and the stats just could have worked out a lot better for a deck like this. But right now it's just not doing anything for me. We also kind of saw some of those games. We would draw some of the buff side of things, but without the token side of things, it's just doesn't do a lot, and we don't have those cards like Ironwood Golem to combining with Oaken Summons to really nail down that mid game and make sure that we don't die, and we can get to a point where we can do these tokeny things and survive long enough to cast an Ultimate Infestation and really keep ourselves in the game. So I really like the idea. I think there's possibly still some exploration that can be done with this kind of archetype, but right now there's not a lot of reason to play this over just like a regular token druid. But thanks for AstroLogister for the deck. I appreciate them trying something new and experimenting with this archetype. If you are watching this video on YouTube, all links are down in the description, including a link to the Hearthstone article. If you like the deck, you want to see some changes or anything like that, feel free to go over there, give it a +1 and leave a nice thoughtful comment. None of this trash comment stuff. All of my links are also down below. If you want to catch me, the best place to do that is on Twitter at Tommy_Wave. I've also put my HS Replays referral link down there. I've been using HS Replays Premium for the last couple of days, so if you want to also get on that train and experience some of the best stats out there, and you want to get a premium subscription, you can use my referral code, and it helps me out. Other than that, have a good one. I hope you all manage to stay wavy. Bye.